start with the new chapter, that is the probability. This is a very clear concept that which we discuss into the 9th standard. But remember that in the 9th standard, the sums, if you recall, all the sums which based on the experiments or actual experiment performed. So probability, there are two types that which we have to discuss. One which we have already discussed in the 9th standard, that was based on the experiment, or we can say the experiments. So it is called an experimental probability. So let's understand this experimental probability by an example. So let's consider one example. When you toss a coin 1000 times, so we'll obtain two outcomes, that we obtain head or tail. But as it was actual experiment, matlab they have done the experiment and toss coin 1000 times, so they'll obtain 455 times head and 545 times they'll obtain tail. So when we say the probability of head in this experiment, so we can say it is 455 upon 1000, as we discussed, the number of favorable trial outcomes and upon the number of total outcomes. So it is 0.45. Here the probability of tail is 545 upon 1000. So it is 0.545. So this experiment based probability we obtain, that is this value. But if I'll ask you the question, when we toss a coin once, when we tossed a coin once, एक बार, so what are the outcomes we have? We can say either we obtain head or we obtain tail. Now if I'll ask you that what is the probability to obtain head, so we can say that is 1 by 2, because total two outcomes are there. So we can say it is 0.5. And what is the probability to obtain tail? So again it is 1 by 2, because that is only one trial, that is tail obtained out of 2. So it is 0.5. So here we can see that we are confused with this, because when we toss the coin 1000 times, the probability of head is different than we tossed it 1 times. So now this was experimental based and this is the theoretical based, we can say the probability. Theoretical based probability. Matlab, if I toss the coin 1000 times again, दोबारा 100 बार, 1000 बार करेंगे, so maybe the number of heads and tails, which outcomes we obtain in the first 1000 times, this time we'll obtain the different values. So we should remember the experimental based probability is not considered 100% correct. So theoretical based probability, which is considered as actual or correct one. So in this standard, the standard 10th, we are going to discuss about the probability which is based on theory. So let's begin to find out the probability in this chapter. So the theoretical probability of an event is, event E is written as P of E, and it is defined as P of E, that is the probability of an event is the number of outcomes favorable to the E, that means an event, divided by number of all the possible outcomes of the experiment. So we'll use this formula to find out the probability in this chapter, but which is like the same that of the 9th standard. But as remember, this is based on the theoretical probability. Let's try to identify that what is the meaning of elementary events. Let's see one example to understand this. So here one question is given. We have to find the probability of getting a head when a coin is tossed once. So when a coin is tossed once and we have to obtain the head. So we should remember, first we have to write down the total outcomes. The total outcomes as we toss a coin, so there are two possible outcomes. It is head or tail. So let's give that probability. The question they'll ask that we have to find out the probability of getting a head. So I give this event A. So getting head is the probability which we have to find out. Getting head. So we know that is only one probability. When the two outcomes, we know that one is head and another is tail. So let's find out the probability of an event. So as according to this, 1, which is the number of outcomes favorable to this event. That was the numerator according to the definition, just we have seen. The number of outcomes favorable to the event, that is 1. In the denominator, number of all the possible outcomes, that is 2. So we can see here it is 1 by 2. Okay, one more question is asked here, that what find the probability to getting tail. So again I will find out the outcome of this event is 1, because out of 2 that is only one possibility to obtain tail. So the probability of this event B is 1 by 2 again. So let us do the sum of this two, probability of event A plus probability of event B. So we can see that it's 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So answer comes 2 by 2. So that is 1. So you can see this. Here the probability of this two event we obtain 1. So we remember here what I am trying to explain, what is an elementary event. We can say that an event having only one outcomes, this is what I am talking, having only one outcomes of the experiment is called an elementary event. It won't be like that it has only 2, probability of A plus B. Can be 3 questions. So let us understand this by one more example of this elementary events. In this question they have given a bag contains a red ball, a blue ball and a yellow ball. So one red ball is there, one blue ball is there and one yellow ball is there. There are 3 balls. So total we can say that 3 balls are there. All the balls being of the same size. So one of the person has to take out a ball from the bag without looking into it. So we have to find the probability. Let's see the first one. So what it is? What is the probability to getting a yellow ball? What is the probability when you take out the ball? So it will be the yellow ball. So you can see that is only one yellow ball is there. So we can say the probability of this event is 1 by 3. Second question, what is the probability to get a red ball? So again we can see that the probability of this event is 1, because that is only one red ball. So the probability is 1 by 3. Then let's go for the third question. To find the probability, it is a blue ball. So again we can see that is only one blue ball. So the probability of this event C is 1 by 3. Now this all 3 are considered as an elementary event, because you can see that probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C is equals to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So we say that 3 by 3 it is 1. So we should remember here the sum of all the elementary events is always 1. So these are called elementary events. Let us understand the complementary events by an example. So here one example is given. Suppose we throw a die once. When we throw a dice once, so you can see that the total outcomes are 6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now here they ask the question, the first, what is the probability of getting a number greater than 4? Number greater than 4. Okay, matlab the numbers which appear on the dice is greater than 4. So we can say that there are total 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So how many greater than 4 numbers are there? So it is 2. So we can say that the probability of this event is 2. that is the favorable outcome of this event, upon total outcome, that is 6. So we can say it is 1 by 3. Let's go for the second question. It is asked here, what is the probability of getting a number less than or equals to 4? Number less than or equals to 4. That means we have to obtain such number which is 4 or less than 4. So we can see all the 4 outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again understand, the number which we obtain on the die is less than or equals to 4, which should include 4. So there are 4 outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say the probability of this event is 4 by 6. So we can say it is 2 by 3. Now this both the events are called complementary events. Now why it is complementary, understand this. Why these two events are complementary events of each other. So you can see here in the first that the probability which we obtain is 2. That means this 2 number. And in the second, that means if I write, it's 5 and 6. And in the second, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we see this, all the 6 events are covered in both the events. Matlab, the greater than 4, and look at this, what it is written. Less than or equals to 4. If you understand this, both the meanings, greater than 4 and less than or equals to 4. So you can see that all the numbers or all this outcomes are included in this both the values or both the events. So when the sum of this kind of events are given, that which includes all the outcomes like this way, one which has a probability, the second has a different, the rest of the events should come in the second elements or second events. So we can say here also that probability of event A and probability of event B, you can see that when I add this 2, it's 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So again I obtain 1. But remember, this won't consider as elementary events as we discussed earlier. क्योंकि यहाँ पे look at the outcomes of favorable outcomes of event A, that is greater than 1. 2 है, इसलिए elementary events नहीं according to the definition. But A and B, we should remember the complementary events are always 2. So we can say that A is complement of event B और B is complement of event A. तो हम इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं, probability of A and probability of not A, that is always 1. You should remember this can be the formula. मतलब the probability of an event E and the probability of not that event E. देखो ये दोनों सेम ही हुआ, the probability of this event and this probability of not this event. मतलब यहाँ पे 5, 6 के अलावा numbers आएंगे. So that is why this both the probabilities are considered as complementary events. Let's understand 2 other types of events. So again let's consider the same example. When we toss a dice once, so we got total 6 outcomes, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If I'll ask you a question that if I toss a die once, so what is the probability I'll obtain getting on the dice? 0. We'll obtain 0 on the dice. So you can see that 0 does not exist on the dice on any of the side. कोई भी side पे 0 तो है ही नहीं. So that is not possible to obtain 0. So we can say the probability of this event is 0 by 6. So it is 0. So this event is called an impossible event. Why it is an impossible event? Because the event which we require, it is an impossible. If I ask you that sun is going to be rise from the west, so we know that it never possible. Sun always rises from the east. So this event is considered as an impossible event. That event which never occurs, वो कभी भी possible नहीं होगा, कितनी भी बार try करो. So that is why it is considered as an impossible event. But if I ask you the same thing, that again when I throw the dice and I toss the dice, that what is the probability I'll obtain number less than 7 or positive 7, we can say less than 7, all the positive numbers. So you can see less than 7, that means it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the possibilities are there, so it is 6. So when we find out the probability of this event, so it is 6 by 6, so we got 1. So now this event is called certain or sure event. That means the answer is 1. Because in the question it is asked the number of, that means the number which we obtain is less than 7. So all the numbers are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So as it is called sure or certain event, like the same that sun is rises from the east, it is called a sure or certain events. Let's do one interesting about the playing cards. As there are 52 playing cards are there, they all divide in the 4 types, and this we can say that each type we have the 13 number of cards. So let's see which are they. So that is spade, 4 types. One is spade, you can see this is the spade which is black in color. This is the heart which is red in color, you can see the heart shape is there, it's red in color. Then this is again the red in color, but it is called diamond, it's a diamond shape. And the last one again it is black color, so it is a club card. So we can see it is divided into 4, and each type we have 13 cards. Now which are they 13? So you can see it's an ace, then it's a 2 number, 3 number, 4 number, 5 number, 6 number, 7 number, 8 number, 9 number, 10 number. Now you can see that these 3 cards which I have, that is jack, queen and a king. But you can see they are not numbers, so we can consider these 3 are a face card. So the same 3 types of face card we obtain in the rest of all the types. That means total we have 3 face card for spade, 3 for heart, 3 for diamond and 3 for club. So we can say that total we have 12 face cards. 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this and 3 of this. Suppose one question is come that find the probability or choose a card randomly from the 52 cards that it is an ace. Ace of heart. Suppose it is given. Ace of heart matlab लाल नो एक को, लाल का एक का. So you can first need to find out that what is the probability of this favorable, or we can say that event. So heart is 13 card and ace that is only 1. So that is 1. So the probability of this event is 1 upon 52. Thus we can find out the probabilities of this event of this card. I hope you understand.